Is Boeing too big to fail?
I would say that they failed, and I think if you look at what happened in January, that was a failure, and they're going through a pretty substantial reset. They have the resources to do this reset and rebuild in a much higher quality, safer manner, and that's this process.
Whitaker says the FAA is monitoring that process very carefully. Earlier this week, he visited Boeing's plant near Seattle. The company is also dealing with the aftermath of a machinist strike, which lasted from September to November, halting production, including on the 737 MAX.
The FAA had put Boeing on a pretty short leash, and then comes the strike. What are you seeing in terms of their recovery from the strike and the overall sense of how they're doing on changing culture?
So if you go back to the comprehensive plan, which we agreed in May, Boeing has started executing on that. The strike stopped production for 2 months, and it ended about a month ago. So what we've done is we've stayed in very close contact with Boeing during this time to make sure they're following safety management protocols. They've taken the last 4 weeks to get ready to start production, making sure their employees are trained, and importantly, making sure the supply chain is ready to feed the production line.
The fact that they have not immediately resumed production, you take that as a good sign?
I do, and I know in previous strikes they've just come right back and started production. This time, following safety management principles, they've been very systematic, so that is a positive development.
In a statement, Boeing told NBC News, "We continue to work under the FAA's oversight to improve our company and continue delivering safe, high-quality airplanes." I also asked Whitaker about a major problem that could impact everyone who flies: the shortage of air traffic controllers, blamed for delays nationwide. Just this week, United said significant delays at Newark Airport were due to staffing issues.
We now have 24 fully trained controllers who are training to work the Newark airspace, so we expect that staffing situation to improve dramatically.
This feels like we're walking into an actual tower.
That's right.
Today, we visited the O'Hare Tower and a simulator where controllers train. Whitaker says 1,800 new controllers were hired this year, but the FAA has previously said it could take 5 to 7 years to fully staff up.
Why is it so difficult to get enough air traffic controllers?
Well, it's a hard job. It takes a long time to make a controller. The pass rate is about 70% at the academy. And then when you get in facilities, not everyone succeeds there. So it takes 18 to 36 months, and it's a long road.
And as for the busy weeks ahead,
are you fretting at all about the Christmas, New Year's holidays coming up?
Well, we fret about the weather because that's the major source of delay. So far, we've been managing that pretty well.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app, or follow us on social media.